Are you stuck wondering why YouTube automation videos that you're posting aren't working? I know what it's like to spend over $100 per video to ultimately have it flop on your YouTube channel. It sucks, I know, I can relate. So in this video, I'm going to be going over what you're doing wrong, explain what my system is and how I get videos to work, and explain how to apply this system to any niche or YouTube channel that you're in. But first, let me explain what happened to me in terms of having a positive change when I first implemented this strategy on one of my YouTube automation channels. You see, back in 2020, I was stuck doing the old way of YouTube automation. I would make videos like 10 things you didn't know about LeBron James, 10 best movies coming to Netflix, 10 things to watch on Netflix. My titles, they were very generic and they were just like everyone else's. Now, the main niches I was in back then were TV shows and movies and sports. When I discovered this new system, fast forward to 2022, which is when I implemented this strategy, me and my partner made over $120,000 within just a span of 3 months. Now, in order to understand what you're doing wrong first, you have to understand that your vacuum cleaner is probably just like everyone else's. So what I mean by this is that pretend that you're trying to sell a vacuum cleaner. I mean, think about all the different vacuum cleaners out there and then pretend that I'm trying to sell a vacuum cleaner. These vacuum cleaners that I'm talking about, they are equivalent to the YouTube videos that are on YouTube. Everyone is launching videos. Everyone is trying to sell vacuums. So what is going to make your vacuum cleaner different from mine? When it comes to this, a lot of people who are posting on their YouTube automation channels, their videos are already like someone else's who is already on YouTube. Their thumbnails are similar to someone else's. Their titling structures are similar to someone else's. So really try to think about how can you make your vacuum cleaner different, whether it's maybe having a different title, having a different thumbnail. And what I mean by different is really having a different title or unique title, one that is the only topic covering that topic on YouTube. Have a different title, have a different thumbnail, the actual content of your video, how you actually start your videos. This is what matters as far as being different goes. But with a lot of YouTube automation channels entering the space right now, a lot of what everyone is doing is very similar to what's already been done before in the past, making their videos not unique enough, not special enough, and therefore they're not working. YouTube automation isn't just about copying other videos and republishing it onto your own channels. That is not what it's about. What it is about though is coming up with fresh, unique ideas and having an outsourced team create the ideas for you and bring it to life in a newly published video that is in demand on YouTube. Now, in order to get your videos to actually work, I'm now going to be demonstrating the system that I've been implementing since 2022. Now, to properly demonstrate what that system is, we have to take it back to 2020 though. Back in 2020, my partner came up with the idea that we should probably try and capitalize on this upcoming TV series that was popular on Netflix. So keep in mind, again, the year is 2020. Throughout the entire year of 2020, we anticipated the release of that TV series in 2021. So think about like a season 2 of a TV series coming out. Now 2021 comes around and unfortunately the new season of that series doesn't get released. So from 2020 to 2021, we're basically creating a bunch of videos capitalizing on the release of the season 2 of this popular Netflix series, and unfortunately it doesn't get released just yet. None of these videos that we've published aren't really getting any views, and so we have this whole backlog of videos talking about or anticipating the release of this season 2 of this TV series, and nothing's really happening yet. Now comes 2022 and finally the new season of this TV series gets released, and guess what happens? Our channel absolutely skyrockets. These old videos that we've had published back in 2020, over a year prior, all of a sudden start getting a ton of traction. They start getting a ton of views, which equates to getting us a ton of money. It was basically like hitting the jackpot. And I think between like the 3-month period between when that TV show series was very popular, we made over $120,000 just from YouTube ad revenue alone. So if you can kind of see what happened here is that we anticipated the release of a highly sought after or highly in demand TV series, which we knew was eventually going to come out. Maybe we started creating videos a little bit too early, but the strategy here is what I like to call the anticipation system. The anticipation system has worked for me numerous times on my YouTube automation channel. And essentially how it works is that you anticipate the release of something that's coming within your niche. Now, in order to apply the anticipation system, you need to imagine that you're a farmer and that your field is your YouTube channel. You need to understand the seasons or trends in this case, because farmers need to know when it is a good time to actually plant certain crops in certain seasons. You as a YouTuber understanding trends are your seasons and knowing which videos you should be publishing on your channel. Planting your seeds is like creating your content. Once you've identified what season you're in, it's time to plant your seeds or basically create your videos. Nurturing your crop crops is the same thing as optimizing your content, making sure that your video has a good title, thumbnail, good keywords to target. This is all equivalent to basically you watering your plants. Once it's time to actually harvest your crops or basically hit publish on your YouTube video, you then want to analyze your crops or basically analyze how your YouTube video performed. By applying the anticipation system to your YouTube channel, it's very much like how a farmer uses a guide on knowing which plants to crop during which seasons. In your niche, there's got to be a season in which your YouTube channel is in. This comes from searching places like other social media platforms that are related to your niche. It involves checking Google Trends. It involves reading other niche related blogs or websites. It also involves with you talking with friends and family who are also interested in your niche, and as well as looking at other YouTube channels who are similar to yours and seeing what they're posting. No matter what your niche is, there's got to be something that your viewers are anticipating. In the technology niche, maybe it might be anticipating the release of Apple's new Vision Pro. In the sports niche, maybe it might be anticipating who's going to end up in the NBA Finals. In the TV shows and movies niche, which is what I did, maybe it's highly anticipating the release of season 2, season 3, or season 5 of your favorite TV series. Now that you know what you're doing wrong, now you might be thinking to yourself, how can I actually apply the anticipation system to my YouTube automation channel? If you're thinking this, make sure to watch this video next and where I go more into detail on how to actually implement the anticipation system.